Hello, and welcome to the Luxury Fibers podcast. I am your host, Hillary, also known as Madam Halsema on Instagram and Ravelry. It's MMEHALSEMA. So MME is short for Madam because I speak French. Um, if you're a returning listener, thanks so much for coming back. It's been a little bit, but hello, Thanksgiving. And if you're new, yay! Thanks so much. I'm super excited to hang out with you. I just need to take a moment here. Okay. So yes, this is a podcast about a little bit of mommy life, a lot of bit of knitting, some yarn, and other fibery related stuff. Hopefully spinning, but we'll talk about that in Luxury of the Future. And a little bit of health stuff. I will just tell you straight up, you're catching Mama in her PJs tonight because I desperately wanted to record because I have some killer stuff to tell you about and to show you, and oh my gosh, I can't even take it. So I was in my PJs and I was gonna sit down and do some knitting, and I'm like, no, listen, I have to talk to my people about some business that's going on. Okay, so let's get into foes. Hello, do you see this? Check it. Look, there's the mom bun and everything. So I will just tell you that this is the Frostbite ear warmer by Lenore Hopkins. Just one moment. Those are the kind of things you can expect. I'm sorry. Tiny humans create tiny interruptions. But yay! Okay, so frostbite headband. And so if you look on Ravelry in the hot right now, all the rage are these mom bun hats. And I decided to knit this for the mom bun before it was in hot right now and all over Facebook. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But check it out. And now see, it's just got this little bit in the back. So it's not like a legitimate full-on, sorry, this is driving me a little crazy right now. Okay, it's not a legitimate full-on hat, but it's worked flat. It's free pattern, you button it together, or you could probably join it if that was your jam and that was your thing. But I had a button that I wanted to use, because I've never sewn on a button. So yes, frostbite. Finished object. The next finished object. It's 99% finished. So I ordered these buttons that I thought were going to go on this, and they're too small. I need help in button 101. Ooh. This end that I wove in did not get woven so well. Okay, whatever. So this is the shawl collared cowl by Alana Dakos. Okay, so eventually there will be a 1, a 2, a 3 buttons right here. No, over here. I can't do the camera thing. And this is such a interesting little bit. Right? Same yarn. So the cowl used like 1 1.5, 1 2/3 of a skein of, this is out of Madeline Tosh Home in the Optic colorway, and it's their bulky, and oh my gosh, it's so squishy. I can't even take it, but I had enough left, and I'm like, I need a matching set of something. Hello? I have all these things that don't go together. So I've been using my shawl pin. Doesn't work super awesome. I've got to find some more buttons. So my quandary is they're supposed to be large or extra large buttons. I don't know what that means. I tried to measure my buttonholes, but apparently I need to measure them more stretchied. But I also don't want them to, like, crash into each other. Stuff. And then, I mean, like there's anywhere to buy cool buttons around where I live. We have your big box stores. And I have 2 really awesome knitting stores in town, but I don't think they carry buttons. I'll have to call and ask. Simply Sock Yarn and Knitting Off Broadway, those are my locals. I know, be jealous of Simply Sock. Okay, so there's that. I can't wear this anymore though because Mama's getting a little toasty. But yeah, look at that. Oh. I did short rows. I did wrap and turn. I did buttonholes. Getting a little proud of myself. A lot proud of myself. Shut up. Shut the front door. Get on with your bad self. Okay. So those are all the true finished objects. But I got a hoe. I mostly just like saying hoe. I consider this a finished object because I finished it. It's part of a pair. But it's done. So this is a Christmas present for someone who shall be unnamed. It is the Fetching Mitt by Cheryl Namath. I think it's Namath. Look at that. Those beautiful cables. Oh. My mother-in-law knit me a pair of these. It was one of the first things she ever knit for me. And I still wear them all the time. They need to be depilled because they're a mess. But, okay. So, let's try this again. These are the Fetching Mitts. They are for someone who will remain unnamed. My mother-in-law knit me a pair. I loved them. Someone else in my life I know will love them. And this project has a couple of firsts on it for me. So I wanted to use this yarn, but it was in DK weight. And I found a recipe. Good Lord, I've been cooking a lot, y'all. I found a pattern that was similar to this, but in DK weight, because the original Fetching by Cheryl Namath calls for an Aran weight, A-R-A-N. So I'm like, Mama can just hold 2 DKs together and knit with it. It might be my new favorite thing because the fabric that this created, oh my god. It is the warmest, most durable feel. Oh my gosh, it's like a blankie for your hands, but a pretty blankie. And cables aren't new. I did cables as like my 4th-ish project. But it's got a picot, yo. A little bit of a picot bind off. I did that when I was super sleepy, so it may not be the best. But whatever, it looks pretty cute. So yes, there's my hoe, which brings us to whips. Pow! Started the other, Fetching. These will be done by Christmas. They need to be done like this week. It's Wednesday, that ain't gonna happen. But by the end of next week, they need to be done. Because I'm also grinching along with the Knitmores. And I'm kind of breaking some rules. But the person that these are for, their birthday isn't too far after Christmas. So they don't get done for Christmas. They'll be for their birthday. It'll be fine. Great and wonderful. Where are you? I have been knitting a scotch on this Christmas sock, this beautiful speckledy adorableness. This is Post Yarn. That's all I know. I got it from my mother-in-law because she didn't really dig how the speckles were. She's more of a self-striping kind of gal. So she actually had knit like this far. Just like, do you want it? I don't really like it. And I'm like, girl, yes. And don't take it off the needles. I'll knit it off the needles because I am not wasting all of that. So this light sucks because it's nighttime, but that's white and not the blue that it's coming out. So yeah, there's that. It doesn't get much love. It might get a round or two a week because I'm focused. Christmas. I also have a hat that resides in my car after 2 different times of being in my car and not having any knitting when I had like a half hour's worth of free time. I was just like, now listen. So I have one that just lives in my car. It is the Kit Kat. No, it's based off of the Kit Kat hat by Andre Sue of Andre Sue Knits. But it's in sport weight, and I kind of flubbed it a little bit because the little dude, he likes animals of all types. So I figured he would love a hat that had these little ears sticking up off of it. And he picked the purple sport weight yarn, sport weight tweed that I got. It's got some bamboo in it, and it's from a local place, local online wholesaler whose name is escaping me. The word ew is in it, like E or U-E-W-E. If I ever get to making out show notes, I'll link it in the show notes. Okay, so, yay that. Whew. The heat just kicked on. Let's fix this mess. There we go. And I can't do this anymore. But good to know that it's nice and warm. See, this is the size button that I bought. And it's not even working really well on this. So, thinking I might have to take that button off too and replace it with bigger ones. But it works for now. Okay, I digress. Luxury acquisitions. This is what prompted me to even do the entire podcast, okay? I bought some mini skeins. I don't even have anything to knit with mini skeins. I'll tell you why I bought mini skeins. To begin with, in a minute. But now I'm kind of wishing that I didn't buy them for that reason. Because I bought them to give away. And now I want to keep them. I knew I would want to keep them when I purchased them because I purchased something that was lovely. Because I only want to give away lovely things. I don't want to give away icky things. So, anywho, this is from norwalknits.com. I bought it from her Etsy shop. Uncommon yarns and delicious fibers. Girl, you won me. Your colors, your logo, your prices, your prompt response. Oh. So here is her logo. Isn't that so cute? It's a narwhal. Here, and I'll give you this stuff too. Oof. Focus. Okay, so there's that. She is so incredibly sweet. She sent me a little postcard. Thank you again, Hillary. Your sample, I got a sample with it, is Fairy Garden, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure I favored it in her shop, on Watercolor Sparkle. And she gave me some fiber wash, which is in her shop as well. Hope you love everything and would greatly appreciate your feedback. Julie. Julie. Julie, Julie. That's all I gotta say. I'm giving you a winky face, girl, because I'm gonna be back. I wanted to try this ever since I heard about it on the Knitmores, I don't know, like a year ago, months ago, whatever. Unicorn Fibers Beyond Clean. I got a sample from Julie. And my other adorable little thank you. I'll take it out. I'll show you in the bag. Look. Oh, no, I'm not going to show you in the bag. It has a coupon code on it, too. She is so generous. Alright, so this is the Fairy Garden. Make sure I'm telling you that right. I just told you, but yes. Fairy Garden. Look at it! Okay, so it's totally more green than it's reading. It's reading kind of teal. There, that's a little better. Oh, but it's got sparkles in it, and I don't even know what you're going to become, but you're so flippin' cute. This is why we buy mini skeins, isn't it? Because you're just like, oh, little mini skein. Whatever. I don't even care. Yes. But here is the mini skein set that I bought. Each one, there are 10 mini skeins, 20 yards each of 100% superwash BFL 4-ply. I'm keeping one of these for myself. I've already decided. And I decided from the picture which one it was. This is her set called Cranberries and Cocoa. Look at it. Aren't they just the cutest? I'm not even a red and pink girl. And this one is what I'm keeping for myself. It is this lovely stripy variegated green and brown and pink and red and Christmas amazingness. It's mine. And look, our packaging. Some more of that. Oh, still struggle every time. And every time I see this Norwal, it makes me think of Amber Lindemann from Yarn Hoarder podcast because she loves Norwals. So I'm gonna be tagging her on this and be like, you need to go visit Julie. That's right. And look, she even sent it in this like blue wintry pretty bag. Clearly, I'm a sucker for packaging. So yeah, that was my yarn acquisition from Norwal Knits that prompted this entire podcast because it made me so happy. Okay, that will lead me into our luxury listening segment. And the reason I bought all of those mini skeins is because I've been listening to the Downseller Studio podcast with Jennifer Lassonde. So many Jens in knitting. Anyway, she has something, a knit along called the Pigskin Party going on. It corresponds with football season time. So September 8th to January, whatever day the Super Bowl is. And one of the things that's going on in that group is they're doing a mini skein swap. 12 Days of Christmas mini skein swap. So you get 12 mini skeins and you swap them with 12 different people. So while I bought those beautiful ones, I should be getting some just as beautiful in the mail from other knitter friends. Yay! Male fiber friends. Only way I could get better is with chocolate and wine. No, perfect. So yes, that's why I bought those mini skeins. And I'm pretty sure I might go back and get some more because I have a shawl in mind that works with a gradient set, and she's got some really pretty gradients in there. Or even that would be awesome. It's the Night at the Theater shawl. I got it at the Leading Men Fiber Arts booth. I can't even tell you, it's in a drawer somewhere, but I can't tell you who wrote it, but it's like a create your own adventure shawl. So you just have all these colors, and for this portion you knit this pattern and then this pattern, and then you choose. Cool stuff. I need it. I need it. I need it. Okay. I've also started listening to the Knitting Pipeline by Paula, and she's semi-local to me. I am in Indiana. She is in Illinois, so buddies. And she's been suggested from a bunch of different podcasts, and I tried to listen to her once last year, and I don't know. It didn't jive with me then, but I've listened to her lately, and I've totally been into it. And she's also starting signups for her retreat. And I might be talking to my husband about going. It's a fairly affordable retreat. There are a lot of podcasters I know that go to it. So while it's a retreat and I want to do that too, I want to meet you people. Amy Beth of the Fat Squirrel. Danny and Susie went last year from Prairie Girls Knit and Spin. Joanna from Knit Spin Farm was there, and of course Paula is there. And one of my new favorite peeps, she has a podcast too, the Francophile Knits podcast. She's also a yarn dyer that is local in Indiana to me, and she's another French speaker. We're gonna have to get together because she dyes beautiful yarns. She speaks French, and she used to be a French teacher. Kindred spirits. Girl, kindred spirits. So yes, Devin is her name. B Devin is her Ravelry and Instagram name. And check out her Francophile Knits shop because she has the most beautiful Christmas mini skein set in there right now that I just go and oogle every day on Etsy. And I can't figure out what I'd knit with it, otherwise I'd have already snatched it up. Because I have what I feel is a flaw sometimes, and I know it's really good, but I am frugal to the core. Like, to a fault. I will watch things pass away and then be sad about them. But I'll just go and put them in my cart and let them sit there for a day, and then if I go back and think about them, I might purchase them. But you know, that's what I do. So yes. All right. So I think one of the last things we'll talk about is the luxury of the future. What patterns have I been stocking? What am I pondering knitting in my head? Ooh. I just remembered I have another finished object. I knit a headband as a Christmas gift, but it's already under the tray and wrapped. Sorry, I can't show you that. I digress. So, luxury of the future. I'm going to knit a baby sweater because I really want to knit a sweater for me. But I need to start for the tiny humans, and I have 2 or 3 sweater quantities for them. Girl, get yourself together. So I will be knitting a baby sweater. I have one that I even put in my queue. I've got some sagey mossy green Cascade 220. Get on it. Finish fetching baby sweater. After that, I'm gonna knit a sweater for me. So I've been losing weight since August, and I'm a little hesitant to knit a sweater for myself because I measured myself, and over the last 4 months, all over my bod, I have lost 13 1/4 inches. That's taken me down from like 2 sweater sizes that I would have knit before. So while that's less yarn, I'm a little scared to knit myself a sweater, and then it'll be too big, and I'll be really sad that I spent all that time. But I purchased a sweater because I had a coupon from a local store, Charming Charlie, and it's this beautiful, like, circular open front cardigan that's kind of shorter in the front and then scoops down and covers your butt in the back. So you can wear it with leggings and be totally fine with it. And so I think I want to knit one of those because I feel like while I would have some shaping, it wouldn't have so much shaping that if I were to lose some more inches, it would be detrimental. You know what I'm saying? Because my arms haven't been losing a whole lot. Like, I think I've lost a half inch in each arm over the course of 4 months. So, and I've lost 5 inches in my bust. But if it's a cardigan, that shouldn't be a big deal, right? Right? Yeah, I think so. So anyway, for that, I am looking at the abalone by, I'm gonna butcher this, Beta Jazik. It's Abalone is the name of this sweater. And it's a free pattern on Ravelry. And it's short sleeved, so I thought if I start knitting it now, I might have it finished by spring. So short sleeves would be good, even though it's worsted weight. Her name is spelled Beatajezek. It's super cute. It's got a garter panel, and then the rest is just stockinette, and it's got garter around the sleeves, and the sleeves are like short cappy-ish sleeves. The other one I am looking at is Merrell, Merryall, by Amy Christophers, and I've heard that name on one or a couple podcasts, so I'm gonna have to look her up, and she might be part of the indie gift along. I will have to go look her up. Okay. Ooh, another luxury of the future that I just thought about. So, when was it? Small Business Saturday. Our town had a little trolley that would drive you around the downtown and take you to all these different small businesses. And one of them was our local spinning shop. We have a spinning shop. And she teaches you lessons. I've talked about this before, but I took my husband with me this time and I said, "Husband, meet Betty. Betty from the spinning shop. I would like you to call Betty and talk to Betty and set up a time for me to learn how to spin. And if I love it, great. Awesome, amazing. If I don't, I tried it. You know, I think I'll love it." Just the thought of drafting and then making my own yarn, applying it all up, and then knitting with it. That brings joy to my heart. So, hopefully, after Christmas, around the New Year, I will be talking to you about spinning. And Norwell Knits, she has, I'm not very spinning term literate, but she has roving bats, comb top, I don't know. She has fiber that you can spin. That's what I've got. I'm new. I'll look back at myself someday and be like, pshh, such a noob. Whatever, I don't care. Gotta start somewhere, right? And this fairy garden that she sent me, she has it that you can spin yourself as well. I'm so excited. So excited! I almost just want to buy it just to have it. But anyway, the spinning classes, she provides the wheel, she teaches you, and she provides the fiber. It's $45 for 3 classes. She's amazing. Amazing. Okay. That is all I have for you. So thank you so much for tuning in, and may all your fiber be luxurious. Talk to you next time.